audience Lightworkers. Okay. All righty, so we've done that. Hello, everybody. We have a beautiful group here. That is awesome. So what we're going to do, and just let me make sure I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Okay, I forgot to do that. All right. All right, so you got to hear everything I said. So we're just going to go, right into it. We'll say our prayers. But before we do that, I am guided to do this blessing for everybody. And also, I want to share this this painting. It's from J.J. Hertak. Some of you may be familiar with the Keys of Enoch. But what is called the coming of the new worlds. And these are triggers. These are triggers so that they're beautiful, but also they're beyond beautiful because everything is beyond, everything is interconnected. And so visually, or by auditory, like mantras, you can be triggered on higher levels of yourself. So I want to share this beautiful, beautiful painting that really talks of our higher reality, of the higher dimensions that we are connected to the higher frequencies of light, to the higher thought forms that we're connected to. It's sort of like a re-remembering of who we truly are. And that is what we're trying to do here. That's what all the prayers and the mantras and, knock and the door will be open. It's all about tapping into the higher aspects of ourselves as we are on this spiritual journey to ascension and service. Many of us who are here, like on in a meditation like this, are definitely in service to help out. So I'm going to start with, we're going to do our prayers. I have our beautiful bowl here that we'll do that. But before we get started, I'm going to say this blessing. So let us all take a deep breath in right now. And let's definitely get ourselves centered. And know that the very intention of us being here, that you have chosen out of all the different things that you could be doing right now, but you have chosen to align yourself with this energy that is connected to the higher celestial realms of light. The energy is already pouring in, but there's a great blessing, okay, that I am guided to share with you now. So with each and every holy in-breath and out-breath, let us easily just get ourselves in this divine alignment. It's with ease and grace, not difficult to do because your intention has already brought it into alignment. Blessed are they who seek the light, for light shall be given in greater measure. Blessed are they who give of the energy of light, for they shall know the increase. Blessed are the children of light upon the earth, for theirs is the reward of the redemption. For the children of light are given the work of lifting the planet out of its state of darkness. Through the increase in vibratory rate as it emanates from the being into the ethers. As ye are lifted, you will draw unto the self that one who seeks. The child of light is thereby the servant of the Most High, and so it is. And I just want to share, I never know what's going to actually happen. The idea of sharing the higher levels of people maybe that are like, I'm ready to take a step to know more. And then I got separate to do the blessing. And of course, they both tie in together. I mean, it should not, it's like the new normal. I shouldn't be excited about it, but I just had to mention just how divine synchronistic everything is. Okay, so I'm going to do this crystal citrine bowl. And breathe with intention. Let us all say our prayers together, the pillar of light protection. I call on the I am presence of God to surround me with a tube of dazzling white-like substance like sun glistening snow, pouring down around me as a circular wall of light. This light essence is constantly pouring like Niagara Falls. I also call on beloved Lord Gautama to surround my protective pillar of light with your circle of blue flame for any added protection which may be required. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Invoking the law of forgiveness. Beloved presence of God, I am in me. I am the ascended master's law of forgiveness and transmuting flame of all the mistakes I have ever made and those of all mankind, as well as those of the elemental kingdom. Transmute this misqualified energy into the light of God that never fails. Illumine our minds and feelings and see that neither I nor any of the rest of life ever make the same mistakes again. Transmuting violet flame invocation. Magic I am presence. Blaze through and around me the transmuting violet flame, thy sacred fire. Purify and transmute now all impure desires, hard feelings, wrong concepts, imperfect etheric records, causes, cores, effects, and memories known or hidden. Keep this flame sustained and all powerfully active. Replace all by pure substance, power of accomplishment, and the divine plan fulfilled. After violet flame invocation. Beloved Lord Gautama, Archangel Michael, and Ascended Master Jesus, charge into this violet flame your purifying, dissolving power of divine love and its most powerful dynamic activity. Let the powers of light descend into earth and take full command. In the name of the cosmic I am presence, to all that is not of the light, we say, you have no power, your end has come. In the name of the cosmic I am presence for all humanity, we now consciously give the authority for the earth to the ascended masters and cosmic beings to bring into manifestation the divine plan fulfilled. Ascension decree. My magic I am presence. You direct my activity, world, and affairs and take full command of me. Guide, protect, and illumine me every step of the way, and see that I render the greatest service possible. See in your wisdom that I make the ascension at the close of this embodiment. I am the ascension manifesting. I thank you, beloved I am. We remember we are spiritual beings of light, one with the source of all creation. We remember all is one. We remember we are creators and part of a divine creative plan. We remember we are here in physical expression as guardians and stewards to earth, and we work in collaboration with other spiritual beings of light from various streams of consciousness. We work together, bounded by love, to liberate Earth Mother, to take her place as a world of peace. We walk the path of love and light. Luminous ones of the seven seas, we call you now to heal the waters of terror. Luminous ones of the seven seas, we call you now to heal the waters of terror. Luminous ones of the seven seas, we call you now to heal the waters of terror. I send the energy of love and gratitude to the water and all the living creatures in the Gulf of Mexico and its surroundings, to the whales, dolphins, pelicans, shellfish, plankton, coral, algae, and all living creatures. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Prayer of the seven galactic directions. From the East House of Light, may wisdom dawn in us, so we may see all things and clarity. From the North House of Night, may wisdom ripen in us, so we may know all from within. From the West House of Transformation, may wisdom be transformed into right action, so we may do what must be done. From the South House of the Eternal Sun, may right action reap the harvest, so we may enjoy the fruits of planetary being. From above House of Heaven, where star people and ancestors gather, may their blessings come to us now. From below House of Earth, may the heartbeat of her crystal core bless us with harmonies to end all war. From the center galactic source, which is everywhere at once, may everything be known as the light of mutual love. Oyam Unamku Ivamaya I Maho, which is Mayan for acknowledging our galactic mother. And before we move into this transmission, and as divine grace is already pouring through, I just wanted to, because we do have some new people who are here or newer to the anchoring light transmission, and I just want to mention that how this works. Because I'm so used to doing it, I just go right into it. And a lot of people have been with it for a while, but there are now new people being part of it. And what this is in service. We show up because we are in service. That's the primary purpose of the anchoring light. Now, we show up, so do the ascended masters, the Davidic realm, the archangels, the radiant ones, and so forth. But how it works, as I understand it, is when we come together as a community of hearts and minds together in higher service. We never know what the meditation is going to be because it depends on who shows up, right? So, and no one anchoring light in 13 years has been exactly the same, because hasn't been where everybody exactly the same showed up and twice. People come, they leave, they come back. Just many different things. Thousands of people through the 13 years have come through the anchoring light. So when we come together in this unique situation, as I understand it, and I have seen it, is that these amazing harmonics, these amazing colors and geometries, this is who we are on higher levels, come together. And then it attracts through divine resonance from higher octaves, okay, where it combines together as a family of light, or the Amin Shaddai, meaning we have come together in higher service. In that higher service, we have no idea. We've been initiated. There's healing that takes place. We hold the energy for the planet. We hold the energy for beyond the planet. We don't know what it is, because whatever it is coming from the higher celestial realms of light, and we are in service to that. Okay, so I just wanted to share that. So we're going to get started now. And with each and every single sacred in-breath and out-breath, visualize and intend that you are breathing white celestial light. It is called the fire white light. This fire white light is connected to the divine sacred Shekinah. Some call it Ruach, or the Holy Spirit. It is the movement of God. Its presence comes in as the divine feminine. And so we are now breathing this white fire light coming from the highest celestial realms of light. And we're simply here now, guided simply to breathe this white firelight that is transcendent to any color that we can even imagine in our earthly realm. For this is a divine sacred light that brings its presence immediately, connected to the divine sunlight of Sun, S-O-N, Christ consciousness, divine Maitreya. And so this combination comes together as an integration of sacred divine codes. It comes in as an integration where one dynamic interconnects with the other dynamic to produce a special creation. And with each and every holy breath, we remember that we breathe the breath of Brahma, that it is the divine that breathes through us. And as we breathe and we remember and we intend to integrate this grace that flows, this divine cosmic chemistry of integration to produce a creation. We simply breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath and be the vehicle of this divine, blessed intercession, this sacred grace flow in and through us as we now become part of this creation that is looking to unfold. And we simply breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath, ever aware and cognizant of the higher radiation illumination that with each and every single breath, it expands and illumines and transcends, bringing forth a great and grand transfiguration. And we are here as these vessels of light, of the divine white fire and the illumining golden color, creating a ball of celestial light that is forming. And we see ourselves together united through the higher heart of compassion, unconditional love, and higher service. And our intentions of our mental bodies on great alignment in this higher service. And our physical bodies from the very atomic and subatomic levels. The consciousness of each and every cell, the consciousness of every molecule, come into this divine alignment as holding, as vessels of light for the higher celestial worlds of light. Breathe each and every holy, sacred in-breath and out-breath. Become aware of the perfect balance, the divine, Shalometh Shalom, the peace that surpasses all human understanding, anchors deeply within you and around you, forming unshakable peace and perfect balance for this sacred work. Breathe each and every holy sacred breath, knowing that as in each breath, the very electron spin accelerates within your atomic and subatomic levels. That the very expansion of consciousness moves into transcendent levels, now seeking to the sacred entrainment of higher frequency codes. As you continue to expand and to radiate, you are anchored even more deeply at the same time into your unshakable, unmovable peace and perfect balance. Always with the remembering that your ability to hold light is boundless. And so as you would perceive a growing sun coming in from a sunrise, first sparks of light, the first rays of light. And as it begins to ascend, the fullness of its light begins to become apparent. And so this is the sacred symbol we use. For as we can perceive this ascending sun, as we perceive it in the magnificence of its golden light, we can see within its core the fire white light. And we just see this sacred visual, for this ascending sun is beyond our own local loci. This ascending sun comes from the higher celestial realms of light, and its first rays have brought us into this sacred peace, into this holy grace, and into this perfect balance. We wait a few more moments with each and every holy in-breath and out-breath, that our own consciousness, electrons spin, and radiance accelerates beyond boundaries. And so easily and with grace, we can contain and hold this sacred rising sun. Become very aware and engage with the energy that anchors and flows in and through you. For this is a participation of engagement. It is a participation of the fullness of knowledge and choice in this higher service, serving as vessels of light. We hold our sacred positions and we see in front of us this risen sun beyond description. Its radiance superluminal, and it exudes in all parts of itself the white fire and golden light. And in this sacred alchemy brings forth a great and powerful healing, purification, and blessing. And so we simply breathe and hold our positions as we more clearly integrate, radiate, and illuminate more into this holy sacred presence. And through the higher heart of compassion, unconditional love, and higher service, we see that we are ready and able to walk into this risen sun, this sacred portal. And through our own consciousness, we have become aware of our own frequency, way, way beyond our physical, mental, and emotional aspects, even as they continue. And with this sacred garment of light, we can now enter into the core of this white fire. And as we walk in, we see the myriad of radiant ones too numerous to count. It is boundless and it is endless. And in this higher part of ourselves, there is a sense of comfortability and a knowingness, a familiarity, that in some way and somehow we are part of great councils of light. And so fully engaged consciously now, we step in and take our positions as the children of the earth, the children of light who have not forgotten. And there is the sense that we are asked to move further into the center of this massive gathering of hearts. For we are the physical, mental, and emotional expression of the divine upon the sacred earth. And we find that we are surrounded by our family of light, the most radiant ones from all higher dimensions and realms and expressions, converging in this sacred singularity of purpose and mission. Ever remembering to breathe, to continue to breathe on the physical, mental, and emotional level. White light, as we continue to expand, as we continue to anchor more deeply, as we continue to balance perfectly, as we hold the unshakable peace. And as we are encircled and surrounded by this profound radiance of consciousness, it is one consciousness that has blended together. And this one consciousness, as the children of the earth, we bring forth the picture of our sacred Earth Mother as we see her from the cosmos, a blue pearl, and as we look at her with loving eyes and a remembering of our mission and our purpose, we now hold the radiance of this white fire and golden light. We take our positions as the great Elohims, take our positions as co-creators, take our positions as the Amin Shaddai, the family of light. And we hold her in this radiance we find ourselves in, with the myriad of consciousness and beings into this one singularity of unconditional love and a limitless light. And as we hold her in our hearts and minds, in this inner sanctum of the white fire and golden light, we hold a great purification, a great cleansing, in as easy as it can be done. We see that all beings within her, in her, and around her are touched by this radiance. And so all blockages and distortions are now removing and removed. Misalignments now coming back into alignment with the higher thought forms, the higher realms of light, the original creation. We hold our sacred positions, and we see clearly that this divine radiance moves through all of her kingdoms and all of her elements, and all beings on all of expressions are touched by this radiance, holding the sacred codes of the original Genesis, holding the sacred codes of the higher celestial realms, holding the sacred codes of the paradise worlds, holding the sacred codes of Shambhala. And we see it piercing through the delusions and illusions, miscreations and inharmonies and imbalance, bringing forth a radiance of light that dispels ignorance, fear, and darkness. And we hold her in the middle of this radiance, as this sacred work is being done, as we hold our perfect balance. We are in our unshakable peace, and we serve as vessels of this light. And now, the family of light puts the intention upon the human kingdom. We bring forth the vision of the divine human from the great Adam, the Adam Kadmon, the divine human, the original thought, the original creation. And as we hold this radiant light, it pierces through the distortions, the miscreations, the inharmony, bringing it back again into its original alignment. And it touches the minds and hearts of every human in every expression. And as we hold this for our sacred Earth Mother, the radiance is so powerful and profound and unlimited. It spreads out into the very solar system of our Logai, into all the suns of our great galactic mother. And so we see our entire galaxy of the Hunam Ku in this radiance of white fire and golden light. We hold our positions a little bit more. as this great power continues to amplify and radiate. And as we could seemingly stay here as these perfect vessels of illumined light in perfect balance and unshakable peace, we know that our work is done on the physical and mental and emotional levels, but ever tethered to the higher celestial realms of light. As we move forward, we are better able to integrate and sustain and anchor the higher frequencies of light and codes. And we will now intend our journey back. And as such, as we look at the sacred earth within the radiance of the white fire and golden light, we begin to sense and know that all those celestial beings of light, the most radiant ones, begin to draw in their electromagnetic field as we begin to draw in ours. As we look one more time of our Earth Mother and her sacred communion with this alchemy of light for a new creation. And we begin to breathe with the intention to slowly but methodically bringing our energies to anchor deeply into the earth, into our physical, mental, and emotional bodies, and to be grounded. And on the count of 3, we will intend to be back, awake, alert, and very grounded. 1, 2, take a deep breath in, and 3. We are back, we are awake, we are alert, and we are grounded. Okay. All right, okay. Ooh. Oh, you know what? Say, wow. There's a full moon. It's a full moon today. I was like, wow, this was really, I don't know the word, anchored, intense, or whatever. They all are, but you know, it was like, I don't know. Anyway, don't mind me. I'm just trying to get back here. Okay, so what I'm going to say before it all goes away, it was so interesting how synchronistic everything was, because, you know, I just really was guided to share what I did on Facebook about these higher levels, and we need to knock on the door and open up and, put the veils apart and higher awareness and consciousness and all of that. And then I was also guided to do this blessing, which I've never done the blessing of the anchor light before. I happened to have it. I said, I should do that, which it tied in. So, everything is done. There's a whole preparation from the moment you say, I'd like to participate in this. And even like sometimes, we do have interference, or sometimes things are supposed to be a certain way, but the very intention of saying, I plan to do this, I want to do this, has already anchored you in to the frequency. And so it's a whole unfoldment, even your own personal synchronicities, what happens in the day, it all is such a myriad of complexity and just amazement, really. Just great, complete wonderment. That would be the word. And so again, when we come together as the family of light, you bring in your own frequency code, you bring in your puzzle piece, we click it all together, and the experience is going to be what the experience is. So it was so interesting. One of the things that struck me with this particular meditation is almost like it was all pre-planned, and that the Council of Light, it was like, I don't know, I want to say that everybody who has experienced this, that this was an agreement, a pre-agreement, and this was all done on some higher council to say, let's do this. Not to say that that doesn't happen with other anchoring lights, but with this one, that kind of was impressed a lot. And I can only imagine that, all of us are operating on higher levels, and we are conversing, and soon we will be able to remember this. All these veils will be removed, it'll be more integrated. We just think about it, that's right, let's meet in the inner planes, we're having this discussion, we'll do this. It's just a myriad of different expressions of our love for God. So just really something I would say that this is very powerful. I want to say that what we did, and to be able to hold and contain that energy, whoa. And I forgot about it's a full moon, but I wanted also to say that we were being prepared. It took a little bit longer than usual, and some of them are going longer than they have, the anchoring lights I'm noticing. But on this one, I feel we reached a higher octave, and it's like, as opposed to some other ones where we're already there, we move right in. This one took a little longer because it had to get the energies accelerated to be able to go. It was like two energies of golden light and the white fire light, and it integrated for a new creation. That was the idea, a new creation. So whatever we did, whatever new creation on, with the earth and beyond the earth, because this absolutely went into the galactic mother. It started with the earth and it spread out. So that's all I can say for now. I'm sure there's more things that will be revealed, for ourselves personally, as well as collectively. So, wow. Okay, it says, thank you very much. The white fire and golden light feels like home on this end. Yeah, there was a sense of familiarity. There was like this sense like, we know this place, I felt that also. So what we can do, we're going to open up for anybody like to share. Okay, Lynette. We'll have an opportunity to share. Let me put, okay, Lynette, could you unmute, Lynette? Unmute yourself, Lynette. Lynette, let's see. Unmute. I think you have to unmute yourself, Lynette, because I can't hear you. All right, so I'm going to let Lynette do that. Let me see, somebody else is raising their hand. Annie? Okay. Annie, could you unmute yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
How's everyone today? Well, very, very powerful work. And at the end of it, I'm like, wow, this is the name of the episode. Anchoring light to birth new Gaia of light. that is exactly what we were doing
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a powerful light. This was up there light.
Yes, very, very powerful light and synchronicity. I was also focusing on white light with the golden light. It's
Oh my
like has
gosh.
been the same thing the last few days. It's like, yeah, focus on the golden light. And then I say, I see the white light and the golden light. So it has been that theme for me this week as well. And I feel that we all did a very, very good job. We were all really, really, really good anchor. They were like so proud of us. We are like professional now, you know. They asked us, we come and we just accept the lights and the codes through us, using us as the light vessels for the higher work. And they all like, wow, everybody did a fantastic job as a
I
great
feel that.
anchor on earth. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and
Definitely. It's getting up there for sure.
I also feel that as we do more of this anchoring light, it also helps each and every one of us personally, because spiritually we are being transformed every time we are doing this. So our DNA genetic is all like, we are just go up to the next level. Whoever that is ready to receive higher lights is just becoming available. So
Yes. And more
fantastic.
portals are opening, more, pathways are opening. And as it opens up in the higher celestial realm, it's opening up in our own body. Absolutely. We're all being transformed. There's a divine alchemy that is absolutely taking place. Absolutely. So fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Annie. Lynette, did you want to say something? Okay. So I see you would have to unmute yourself. All right. Is there anybody else who would like to share anything? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So I think like everybody just wants to chill out in this energy. I could have stayed there for a very long time, so it would be something. I was just thinking that, we anchored this illumined radiant light. What if we could do it like for an hour or 2 hours, like just stay with it? Oh my gosh, we may all ascend. Okay, so Lynette, do you want to say something? I see you're unmuted.
Yeah. Yes, I finally figured out how to do this.
Okay.
Oh, that was so beautiful. I was super duper in the zone.
I know. We all were.
Thank you. Thank you
Oh,
so
thank you. Thank you for bringing your light. Again, how this works is who shows up. So as again, and they said, you could choose to come or not come. It is a choice. We are in a world of choice. And the very fact that you intend to be here has really already aligned you with it. And we just build from there, so it's all very, very wonderful. I mean, how exciting is this? It's not boring, that's for sure. To be totally engaged and conscious of what we're doing and our role as part of the spiritual hierarchy. We're the boots on the ground. Okay, so I will see you next week. Of course, we do have on here the Cosmic Center Spiritualite.com donate, an energetic exchange. I want to thank everybody who has been doing pledges. We've put out that, a pledge helps the Cosmic Center and its sustainability, whether it's $5 a week, $20 a month, that could come out automatically. I want to thank, there's some people there who have done that. So thank you so much. And for those who feel I just want to do a little donation, you can do that as well too. But I want to say I'm looking forward to seeing you all again. Namaste, family of light. Great work. Oh my gosh, we did a lot. How blessed are we? And look how much we get. We want to do this because we get some great benefits by doing it. Okay. Namaste.